Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Uber's Road to Top 10. Today we're going to be using a team by my boy Aberforth. Yet again, love his Uber squads. And this team is pretty cool because it does have Mega Tyranitar, something I have not used in Ubers since it was released, last generation. So pretty excited to be able to use this mod. I don't think I'll use it in Ubers, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry about not uploading it the other day, by the way, but the ladder was bugging out, and I watched an Ubers battle because sometimes I like to watch things, get a little bit of inspiration, and I saw that some dude bring like 6 Arceus, and I was like, doesn't look like it'd be the best play doing the Uber's Road to Top 10 right now when there are 6 Arceus allowed. Granted, I could probably use Marshadow, but I mean, when you're allowed 6 Arceus, I was thinking you just use Arceus Fairy for Marshadow, use Arceus Rock for Ho-Oh, you use 3 E-Killers because they're E-Killers, and you use like an Arceus Ghost or something like that. I don't know. Looks like it gets 6-0'd by Xerneas, but no, not when you have 3 E-Killers. But in any case, let's just look at the team real quick. Thank you everybody for all the support on the road to top 10, by the way. We got Life Orb Marshadow with Poison Jab, does a decent chunk to Fairyceus. I don't like that. Fairy Arceus. We have Defensive Splash Plate Arceus, just pretty much max defense right there. We have Max Spadef, Promogrado with Toxic, Glare, Thousand Arrows, Dragon Tail, Protect, Father. This is Father, man. This is genderless. Shiny? Oh no. Oh god. Defensive, Rest Talk, Kyogre, and then Dragon Dance, Mega Tyranitar. This is the king. I cannot wait to use this mon. This should be fun. Hopefully we can get a couple of sweeps with this team, and at least with Megatar. Again, Ubers is one of those hit or miss ladders. Like you don't know like what the hell you're gonna see on it. I do want to just calc one thing really quickly before we even start, just so I can know how much does +1 Stone Edge do to Xerneas. Actually, I might have used this once. I think I used it once. Really? Is this the right calc? Yo guys, am I calcing this right? There's just no way. There has to be, okay, reflect on light screen, Jesus. Alright, thank God. Okay, I was about to say, wait, Xerneas, you're broken. 73 to 87, so that's amazing. That's almost a kill with Stealth Rock. So 2 turns of Stealth Rock guarantee that Xerneas will die. That's awesome, really cool. So, okay, I got scared for a moment. I was like, wait. Thank God I saw that reflecting light screen up there. And Moonblast not being able to kill me is pretty cool. 90% max. So we got a game, and this is actually looking like some Tyranitar food. I set up on a Veltal. I can also take hits from Salamence if necessary. I really like Arceus Water in this game. I don't want to use Tyranitar as a switch into a Veltal. I want to use it to like safely set up. I believe, let's just do a few quick calcs real quick because this is necessary. So Galeo, my buddy, how well do you take a +1 current? Oh, looks like you die. That's good. This will die to Stone Edge. This will die to Stone Edge after 2 rock switchings. This will die to Stone Edge. This is a threat, and this is a threat. So weaken these two Stealth Rock switchings on this, and we should be good to go. So seeing as how I do want 2 Stealth Rock switchings, I would say that Groudon is a great lead, but it doesn't give me too much momentum versus anything. I think that not necessarily the momentum is the answer, but I think that Arceus Water defensively just gives me the best lead matchup versus something on his team. So leads off with a Veltal, more than likely going to be faster than me. It could be Specs, I suppose. I'm going to go for Toxic right here. That did not do enough. Alright, so we land the Toxic. That's nice. That means Marshadow is actually really good in this game too, if you guys didn't see. Dark Pulse being able to potentially flinch me is very annoying, but I don't think I will. Well, never mind. I don't have a chance. I don't have a choice there, unfortunately. So we lose my Arceus Water. Very frustrating. We can go out to Mega Tyranitar though. If this is all out pummeling, I'm gonna be very mad, but I don't see a Stone Edge switching really. So I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and click Stone Edge. Did he U-turn? Did he click Dark Pulse? Is he all out pummeling? What? Alright, so this boy went for Oblivion Wing. As he does not dodge a Stone Edge, thankfully. So, yes, I do lose my Arceus Water, which, Wild Solgaleo could take on Groudon, could take on everything on his team, but, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Don't come whining. We're playing Pokemon. I do have I have Zygarde and Kyogre. I'm actually going to go Zygarde first because I'm trying to become father. I'm raising a kid out here, and we're just trying. So, Glare is 100% that player. That is offensive as hell. You can go ahead and get glared, buddy. That man went under... Alright, so I am somewhere... this is the Uber's ladder for you guys. I see you. I want to become father, so I'm allowing him to hit me. Because at the end of the leftover's turn, I will become father. Jeff actually has not faced one of these yet, so I hope he does, because I would love to see his reaction when he sees father, or what exactly he thinks about this Pokemon in particular. But Let's start spamming some Thousand Arrows. Weaken this Groudon. That man has every single ground move. What's your last? What else? Earthquake, Dig, Precipice Blade. He probably has Fisher, but he can't use it. What else you get here? What ground moves you get here? Earth Power. That's the one he has. He has Earth Power. I can still get blown away by this dude's team, so that's just something to think about. But we'll use the 1,000 Arrows, and then he's just switching up every single move every single time. I bet you if I protect, he'll go for Dig. I like this guy. This guy makes me laugh. Again, the Uber's Ladder, like the lower Uber's Ladder, just where you see the weirdest stuff, I feel. Like, I know his Salaman's about to come out and drop a Draco on me. I could have won Kyogre, by the way, because he had no real water switchings besides his own Kyogre. And if I got up the one hit on him, I'd be fine. But I like Zygarde a little bit better. And I don't see a reason not to Glare. I can go out into my Groudon after and just get up rocks to pressure the Salamence and whatnot. And I can always Roar. So Glare would have obviously paralyzed him if he tried to set up. Also gave Marshadow a potential chance of, you know, swooping some boosts or taking some boosts right there. So Psychic. Interesting. Because he does have Psychic. What did I set up on? I don't think I actually set up on anything. I want to hit him once with Precipice Blades. There's the attack you should have went for first. So if you do land this, as we do, he now dies to +1 crunch from Tyranitar. So we're going to go for the Roar as we dodge 2 Focus Blast there. Just phase him out a little bit. Not have to worry about this. Marshadow's also looking really good. We give him Salamence, so giant threat. We're going to phase this the hell out of there. Also see if he has Earthquake. Goes right for return. So his movesets are like, partial standard, I want to say. Earthquake could come out. I'll go directly into my Fizz Def Kyogre. I guess Z-Splash is also an option, so maybe I should have roared there. Especially because I don't know where I am on the ladder, but if you guys go for Z-Splash, you can't go for Flame Charge because I'm actually being serious right now. He could go for Z-Splash, but he couldn't go for Flame Charge, and then I just reverse sweep him with Marshadow. So, throw off some Scalds here. Beat this thing 1v1. Potentially burn it, I suppose, as well. Nice little burn right there. I kind of want to Dragon Dance up on this thing with my, I kind of want to Dragon Dance up on this thing. Oh, yes. No, I thought it was Z-Splash. I got a little bit excited there for a second. But I definitely want to burn as many turns of sleep as possible. So what I'm actually going to do is not click Sleep Talk first because I don't want to get scalded and knock him out. I'm going to click just Rest here. Oh, thank you. No, wait, no, never mind. Alright, we're going to click Scald here because if he has Wake Up Slap, I didn't realize. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Hold up. This guy's a trooper right here. I appreciate you, bro. Alright, so Wake Up there, which is pretty cool. Which is really nice because it actually doesn't give Xerneas the opportunity, or excuse me, Salamence the opportunity to set up and beat me. I guess he could have Geomancy as his last move, but Shadow Sneak does knock out the Xerneas at 24% anyway. So we are going to go right out into Groudon and just click Roar. He should go for another Moonblast right here anyway, but in case he doesn't, I'm going to click Roar anyway. So I said anyway like 5 times, right? But I don't see a reason not to go out into Marshadow here. He switched up moves like 40 times. And it just kills everything with Spectral Thief. Yeah, Spectral Thief should, if it doesn't knock out Salamence, it will do enough for where Shadow Sneak knocks him out. And then, I guess maybe I'm underestimating Kyogre a little bit. I gotta be careful about Kyogre. If it's a max speed Kyogre, I gotta be really careful. I don't even know what moveset he's gonna be running though. I'm hoping he just brings out Kyogre because he hasn't brought it out already. How much does this even do immense? Marshadow? Custom Set. What am I clocking? Salamence. I can't wait. I want to use Uber's. I want to use the what's it called again? It's 43 to 51. That's pretty good damage. And I just got a close combat Kyogre to put in range of Tyranitar's Crunch, and then I can just beat the Salamence with my Tyranitar's Crunch one. Yeah, and he does go Kyogre first, so that's nice. Is it? Yep, it is Primal. Oh, I was actually worried about like a Scarf late game type of sweep thing, but close combat should do a ton. Kind of hoping he goes for Water Spout here. Nah, just goes for Origin Pulse, and unfortunately misses. So we'll just, why not just pick him off a Shadow Sneak? There was actually no wrong play right there, because if he went Mence, he took the chip damage that I needed to be able to knock him out with Spectral Thief anyway. So unfortunately that Origin Pulse missed, and there could have been potential of him being max speed, outspeeding my Tyranitar or whatnot. But if he doesn't have an HP, this does have a chance to kill. I guess he could Roost, but if he does Roost, I just go right for return. And what I can do is go right out into my... this isn't the play if he goes for... No, Dragon Dance. He can never Dragon Dance. We'll go Tyranitar. Because he can't Dragon Dance here because Sand knocks you out. So I'll just go for my own Dragon Dance. Like, if he Dragon Dances, Sand knocks him out. If he Roost, I'm good anyway. That's Dragon Claw, crits me. And we're going to be able to finish him off while dancing in style right there. And we're going to look for another game. That was an odd one. That Dark Pulse flinch early on was scary. We'll lead off with my Tyranitar because he does have Greninja. Didn't I use this team? Pretty sure it's double spikes type of thing. I swear I used this team. I think I did. I want to break its Focus Sash. I'm pretty sure this is double spike Shadow Sneak. I kind of want to just Dragon Dance, but I feel like he... Let me just Crunch. Yeah, if he, like I was thinking about low kicking, but it wouldn't KO him anyway. And Crunch should be able to 2-hit KO him because he will go for a spike here, and obviously, change forms because of that. Yep, there's a T-Spike. So Crunch will be able to 2-hit KO the Greninja. I doubt low kick would have been able to knock him out. I could be wrong. Let's find out just for later uses, but it's like base 60 if I'm not mistaken versus Gren, so... Yeah, 75 versus... I could have went for Stone Edge and knocked him out like immediately. So this monster's in here. Scary threat, scary threat. It's the fact that he has a T-Spike up. It's actually a problem. I think I'm going to make the Marshadow play on the close combat. I guess he can Special Thief here. Yeah, he goes right for CC. I really want to defog away this hazard, bro. I'm just gonna... This is E-Killer? No, that's Fairy. Hey. We're gonna RCS on a potential Shadow Sneak slash any double he can make. I need to get rid of this T-Spike because Zygarde is really good versus him. Again, he's using the team that I used. And if he does go for Shadow Sneak, which is something he could do at that percentage, I guess he could go for Special Thief, but we'll be able to defog anyway. Yeah, let's see what he doubled out into. Doubled out into Xerneas. Not as worried about this Mon because, again, one, that sand damage is actually pretty crucial because it puts him in range after Stealth Rock of my next hit. I can just defog away this T-Spike, this very, very, very annoying T-Spike. Very annoying T-Spike. This is Fairy MZ, isn't it? Fairy MZ Ingrain. It is Fairy MZ Ingrain. I'm Toxic right here. Yeah, Toxic was definitely my better play. And then all I gotta do is just defog away this T-Spike. Basically, I was trying to force him to rest, that way I could Spectral Thief his boost. I do have to be careful because, again, that is Fairy MZ. And this is RC's ground, I just remembered. That's two things to note. But if he wants to go for Stealth Rock, that's fine. I am gonna get rid of this T-Spike, like I said. So my, what's it called, can come in. He changed the team. Doesn't he full on special? Doesn't Zygarde beat this? I mean, even if he's physical, doesn't Zygarde beat this anyway? Yeah, Zygarde should be able to beat this in theory. Unless he's HP Ice. I don't remember. Doesn't matter, I'll become father, that's what matters. And he does not want me to become father. Yeah, as he goes hard Xerneas. So the thing about Xerneas is that I can go out to Groudon and Toxic him first and force him to rest and then go Marshadow and steal his boosts. So these are the two plays I'm thinking about making. So first off, get on my Stealth Rock. Because Stealth Rock are the difference between... I'm pretty sure Stealth Rock are the difference between, again, beating down Xerneas because I know it's a max defense one and not. Also killing Kyogre and potentially knocking out Groudon and whatnot. Pretty sure Groudon will die to a +1, maybe low kick at that range, probably Crunch. Low kick will be the same base power as Crunch, if it's, the same base power anyway, so. Ogre comes out, get up some nice little rocks, and we'll just make a pivot into my Arceus Water here. That is Calm Mind, Thunder. Crap, man. That's a threat. Is it max speed too? Or defensive? Nice, it's not max speed. So this looked like a team that I had, but I don't think it is. So I want to just get off a little bit of chip. He obviously didn't go for Thunder because Zygarde was an issue, or Groudon was an issue right there. Any chip damage again on Kyogre is better for Crunch. If I'm trying to, again, win with my Dragon Dance Tyranitar, this is the play. This is the play. I was thinking about, do I go out into Tyranitar first and then double out to Groudon to rack up that extra turn of poison? But I don't know. I just rather plus his Blaze. His entire team is ground. If that is Darcy's ground anyway. I think he changed the team, or this is a different team. Then maybe I'm just mistaking it. I swear I have this team in my builder though. But I haven't checked my builder, so maybe I should have. Let's check. Ubers. I do have this team. No, it was Mega Lucario over. Yeah, it was Mega Lucario over the. He can't SD up. I have to go Zygarde. If he SD up, I win. With my Marshadow. And then he doesn't get to go for his Z. So I go Zygarde here. As he's Defog now. Is he Defog Willow? Then I can't just go Groudon. I mean Kyogre, excuse me. Is he Defog Willow Ice Beam? He changed it up a lot. This is a different team. You know what? I've accepted this is a different team. And we'll just Ice Beam here because it hits Arceus as well as hitting... Again, I just got to be careful around Xerneas, so I can't let my Groudon take any necessary damage. It could still be fair easy, obviously, but Ice Beam is just my best play. It should be able to knock out the Arceus at 45%, while also hitting Groudon for decent damage. And I will go right out into Father right here, because Father's only goal is to wall this and also become Father, so it can deal with Marshadow. So... Nice, and I have just became Father. Nice, nice. And at the best part is I have Protect, so I don't even have to take any unnecessary damage. We are Father. Father is inside. So I'm way too happy about that, huh? So we can Protect. That was also his Stealth Rocker. So I like this guy. Father is inside. Xerneas comes out. Always Groudon. Always Groudon, always. If he doubles out into Ogre, it takes a turn of Poison. This thing's Scarf? Nope, it's just Z. Oh, it's ZGO, so I actually can phase him out right now because it takes 2 turns to get this. So we will phase him out right now. And he can still go for regular Geos later, but... Oh, I give him Kyogre, unfortunately. That is not the play I want, or that's not the mon I wanted right here. I'm just trying not to lose to Xerneas, because Xerneas is still a legitimate threat. But it has 2 turns to go for Geomancy, so I'm okay. We'll go Kyogre, because Kyogre takes the Ice Beam Origin Pulse. He could go for Thunder as well. That'd be a solid play on my opponent's part. I'm definitely just going to rest up, because I do live 1 Thunder, if I'm not mistaken. I do live 1 Thunder from this guy. Obviously, this is my Arceus ground answer, but if I glare with my Zygarde anyway, which I do live Ice Beam, I'm good. I am playing around with potential Para/Crit from Kyogre. Unless it's Calm Mind Rest Talk. Calm Mind Rest Talk could also be annoying. Oh crap, I think he's Calm Mind Rest Talk. Because I just want a Speed Tie. No, he's just... Oh wow, okay, we're good. That did so much damage. And there is no reason not to go right out into Groudon right here. Even if he goes for Ice Beam. Very solid play on my opponent's part, going for that Ice Beam right there. I still want Rocks up. Still definitely want Rocks up, pressure Xerneas, pressure Marshadow, putting Marshadow in range of Shadow Sneak, so worst case, like, I'm putting him in range for me to, what's it called? I'm putting him in range for me to potentially, roaring you, by the way, you can't bulk up on me, but I am putting him in range for me to, sweep with either Marshadow or Tyranitar or something. I don't know if Tyranitar can even Dragon Dance up on anything, like, this man got 40, this has got 40 mons for this thing. So we're gonna go Zygarde here. If he has Ice Punch, we do live 1, and we can just go for Glare. Glare is definitely the play. He might be Rock Tomb because his team, I mean, he does have Xerneas, so Rock Tomb makes sense because it deals with, what's it called? Rock Tomb makes sense because it deals with, what does it deal with? Rock Tomb deals with Ho-Oh, which is what Xerneas is scared of. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. He's para'd. If he gets para'd, I can set up on him. I live 1 hit. If he burns me, I'll just go for +2 anyway. Earth Power does damage, but it is not enough. And that is definitely crunch range So he's going to go ahead and give me this Arceus right now. Earth Power over Judgment. Interesting. I guess for this Def Drop because he got it right there. So all I got to do is Stone Edge this Mon. Might as well go for it. Crunch is actually the better play to put in range of Spectral Thief, or Poison Jab rather. But I'm a man, and I set up with Tyranitar for a reason. Oh, that does not help me, my friend. Now he can't switch. Like, now he actually can't switch. This is 120 bit power, but we are men. We land, and Marshadow got to come out. Marshadow is the king. Remember this. Marshadow might be king, but Dragon Dance Tyranitar actually has this crown. I'm pretty sure this thing dies to Crunch. Hey, it won't. Actually, it's a 640 attack. It definitely will. It definitely will. He can't even Spectral Thief and sweep me because he's Life Orb, he can't win. And like I said, it does knock him out. So, good game. Mega Tyranitar coming through at the end like I said it would, or like I was hoping it would do. That was fun. That was definitely fun. I like that guy. So, we finally got a Mega Tyranitar sweep, which is pretty cool. That's what I wanted. Another game where Mega Tyranitar can potentially win. Arceus Fairy or Ground. He has switching to Groudon right here, so this could be E-Color even. Dark actually makes a lot of sense. Because look at his Ghost Answers. Dark actually makes a lot of sense. Yes. It's just Ground or Dark. I'm going to lead off with Tyranitar because it matches up well versus these and this. 3 giant threats. Actually, no, there's no way he's Dark. He just loses to Marshadow. This has to be Fairy. I refuse to believe it's anything but Fairy. If that might be the case, or if that is the case, goodbye. So we now know this is defensive Kyogre, just based on the fact that my Tyranitar outsped it, or he just 0 speed. He's going to go for Ice Beam here. I'm going to just go right out into my Arceus. Is this a Jam Vat team? No, Jam Vat hasn't used Mega Guard yet in Ubers. I would remember that. So I'm going to go Arceus on the potential Ice Beam, and then I'm going to double out into my Groudon on the potential Thunder. I don't think you go for Thunder immediately because you see a Groudon there. I guess it could be Arceus Water. No, I'm thinking it's 100% Fairy. It has to be an Arceus type that doesn't lose into Marshadow. Because with Stealth Rock up, like granted, Giratina needs about, I think, 30% off in order to die to Marshadow. But it's not a switch-in. Like, he doesn't have switch-ins to that month. Again, Dragon Dance Tyranitar is really nice because it can set up on Ho-Oh, locked in a Brave Bird, or going for Brave Bird. It's also faster than Mega Gengar, which is a cool perk of being Mega Tyranitar. Unfortunately, my boy cannot get it up here. The whale is just too... it's just too much. Orca? That's Kyogre. Right, there's the Ice Beam. Doesn't freeze me, thankfully. I will double out to Groudon. This covers 2 things. The Ferrothorn switching and Thunder from Kyogre. But I think it's Rest Talk. So it could just spam Ice Beam if it wants to. Either way, I'm going to double out to Groudon because we get up the Desolate Land and we're not scared of Kyogre. So, yeah, double Ice Beam. Smart. I'm going to put that boy on a timer right here. I lied. I still want Rocks up though. To at least pressure Giratina and force it to defog. Man, I'm mad I lost just half my Groudon for this. But I got the damage off I needed on Kyogre, so that's good. That's definitely good. He should go Giratina here. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to get up my Toxic. And I will keep these rocks up on the field. So we're able to land the Toxic on Giratina, and that Stealth Rock, like I'm actually, like I know these calcs, that is actually the damage that I need for the Crunch to knock him out. So we could just spam Stealth Rock here unless he is Defog Shadow Sneak. I don't know. Obviously he was slower there. Hopefully he's not Shadow Sneak. I can't get up rocks versus anything anyway if he is. If he wants to spam Defog, he'll lose his Mon. But unfortunately, looks like I go down there, but you know what? Mega Tyranitar looking a little bit nice right now. I want to Dragon Dance so badly right now, but because he has Ferrothorn as a switch-in, an easy switch-in. But I want to Crunch as well. Like, he doesn't need Giratina for anything anymore. I also want to find out... definitely Fairy Arceus. The good thing is I'm faster than Kyogre because my Sand didn't activate first. No, you know what I meant there, but yeah. So, no! Okay, wait, nice. Alright, so we dodged a Thunder Wave. We dodged a bullet right there. Shots are 90% accurate. I can't believe we did 50 and that was it, man. Come on. What are you doing, my child? Pharaoh comes out. Gyro ball. I mean, like, where your skull switching's at? At least is an option, obviously. Yeah, but like, I don't see no skull switching's at. Where your skull switching's at? That was your skull switching before. He don't know if I have Thunder as well, which does KO Kyogre after the skull damage. So if he wants to stand, that's fine. If I get the burn off on him, I can Dragon Dance up. I really don't know what Arceus. Yeah, it could be E-Killer. I'm thinking it's Fairy again. Got them rocks. No. I'm gonna click Scald again. I can defog later, so I'll be okay. I just need burn. I need to burn this guy. That way my Leafy Protect, Gyro Ball? I don't know. I need to burn him. That way Tyranitar can set up safely on him. So I burned the incoming Kyogre, which is pretty cool. I can now go out into my... he's definitely going to rest. There's no way to prevent that, huh? I'll go out to my Arceus. Like, he's definitely a rest talk Ogre. This is going to be a pain to deal with. I probably have to stall it out of Scalds. Yep. If he's rest toxic Scald too, I lose to that. Just gonna Judgment here. There's no point in defogging immediately. I'm gonna do it. Never mind. Okay, so if I get in my Marshadow, I'm okay versus him. I'm mad I missed that toxic earlier with Groudon because I wouldn't have been pressured to stay in. Probably shouldn't have lost Groudon so early though. Alright, +1. How much you do to Fizz Def Ogre, bro? That's the wrong Kyogre. That is a 2-hit KO. So +2 does what, 70 something? Yep. So +3 is what KOs. Sometimes. So Ferrothorn's gonna come out. Goes Gengar. Is it Perish Trap? Is it Hex? Like, why? I mean, I'm gonna I guess scouting for Wisp, maybe? No, they were toxic. Like my own Ogre can stall him as well, and I'd rather get off damage on his Gengar right here. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's... is he sub-disable? Is disable still allowed? I know Hypnosis ain't. But Judgment is a 2-hit KO. It is indeed sub-disable. Oh, that's fun. Sub-disable what? Will-O-Wisp Hex? Sludge Bomb. Obviously, you have to spam recover here. Sub-disable Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Hex, Will-O-Wisp. It definitely has to be Shadow Ball. Alright, so he's gone. I mean, if I have a chance of winning, I think it has to be with Zygarde glaring this guy. Is that the play, though? Ogre still does the damage. And I should live 1 power. I'm not actually sure. I mean, Scald Burning is still my only play, I think, as well. It should Scald because it's 396 in the rain, boosted, whatnot. It does knock out Gengar. I need this burn. Like, I actually need a burn on Ferrothorn. So I can at least do damage or have damage actually work. If I was sub-coil Zygarde, man, no. Yeah, we get the burn, nice. On the turn, he goes for power up too. But we don't live. Oh, crap. That sucks. I don't want to set up on this mon. I'm going to set up on Ho-Oh, if anything. So we're in close combat here. No, I'm a Special Thief here. Yeah. Special Thief on the Ho-Oh switching. Oh, I get a crit there too, which means I can go for close combat. You shouldn't stay in. I mean, not like he has a switch in anyway, right? What is the switch in? Arceus? I'm gonna go for C. Whatever, I'll just Special Thief. It don't matter. Like, he's smart to actually sack this because that means that I can't... that means that I can't set up on it, so smart of him to sack that. Ogre will take a hit. Ogre definitely take a hit. I don't know what his Arceus type is. I think Gengar dies to Shadow Sneak. This is my only chance to get off damage on him. Nah, this isn't the play. Alright, we're gonna defog right here. Get rid of these Stealth Rock. He can stay in. I'm gonna have to set up on a rest eventually anyway. Like, I have to set up with Tyranitar at some given point. I just need to know what his Gengar's last move is. You know what, Smogon? What do you have to say about this? Who responded to me? Anybody? My tournament guy? I'll check it. Smogon, what do you have to say about this? Gengar, what is the second move? Is it Focus Blast, Shadow Ball? I know it's Hex, I know it's Wisp, Sub. Oh god. Taunt Destiny, but these are all, none of these are Ubers. Okay, these are all Ubers. What? I thought I saw Life Orb. Sub Disable. What about Sub Disable, bro? What is Sub Disable running? Give me some type of information about this, please. Just give me something about Sub Disable. So he's went for a lot of Ice Beams, thankfully, and a lot of Scalds. Alright, and he lets me hit him. I think it's Hex. I honestly think it's Hex Gar. I really think it's Hex Gar. So, if he wants to throw off Scalds, that's fine. Eventually he's going to rest or eventually he's going to burn me. Judgment is my play. I don't think spamming Scald is necessary at this point. I don't know what his Arceus type is, man. Can you reveal that thing? I did damage, man. So he should rest here. If he doesn't, I knock him out with Zygarde's attack anyway. So I'm actually gonna I'm just gonna risk my Marshadow. I'm gonna risk it. He has to rest here. I'm gonna risk Marshadow just to get off damage so that I can try and do something with Tyranitar. Yep. So that's fine. We're getting T-Tar now and we could crunch. I had to do this, I think. I don't know if I had another. Like, Marshadow, yes, was good if he was E-Killer, which he more than likely is. Tyranitar at +1. How much do you do to E-Killer? Arceus. I mean, Marshallow's always good, obviously. Uber's bulky attacker. Wait, I can. Okay, good. I mean, you know, why not? Why not? How much do I do to Ferrothorn and Ubers? Ferrothorn, Ubers. Uber support. Wait, really? Screw it, man. Let's go for it. Are you serious? I do that much damage with T-Tar? I mean, they do have to run Spadef because of Xerneas and whatnot. That's crazy. 87 to 103. Get that boy out of here. I am Mega Tyranitar. Alright, so 2 Pokemon that could be Arceus water are gone. I don't know what type of Arceus that he is in particular, but I'm pretty sure Zygarde or my own Arceus with Toxic can win. Yes! Mega Tyranitar, man, came through. Basically, when I went Marshadow, I tried to put him in a position where if he rested, I could play the odds, hope he gets rest, or like when he sleep talks, or Ice Beam, which wouldn't kill me, and I could at least put him in range of Tyranitar. But man, Tyranitar is so cool in Ubers, man. I think it had to be E-Killer. Either that or it was Dark. Dark. It couldn't be Dark though. He loses to Marshadow. Maybe it was Dark. House of the Beltall. In any case, guys, I think we'll leave it there. We're at 1385, which is pretty cool. Nowhere near the top, but you know, more episodes are always fun for me. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. You can check out the other videos on my channel. I did complete the road to top 10 in the OU tier if you guys want to see that, and I will be completing the road to top 10 in a bunch of different tiers. So feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.